All right.
Okay, I think it's about noon. Had to look at my phone. Welcome to our class, The Truth About Essential Oils. We are so glad everyone was able to take time out of their day to join us for an hour to talk about the truth about essential oils. So I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Chris Perrin. I am coming to you live from Alabama. And this is my sister, Karen Amundsen, and she's live in Wisconsin. So it's so great that we're able to come together today, even though we're thousands of miles apart, and be able to teach you guys the joys and the great things about essential oils. So I started using essential oils roughly 6 or 7 years ago. And honestly, I really didn't know anything about them. I was just using them for the scent. I didn't have really any idea that they had any health benefits whatsoever. I knew nothing about like aromatherapy or anything like that. I didn't know that there was a difference in essential oils. And it really wasn't until Karen got involved with essential oils. I kind of turned her on to essential oils, but she had a neighbor that turned her on to a certain brand of essential oils. And we really just started, doing more research about what essential oils were really all about. So, and Karen will tell you a little bit about her background.
Yes. Hello, everyone. We're so glad you're here. And I started about 5 years ago, and I'll just share a little bit. I did not believe that essential oils worked. I thought they were, kind of some happy juice, and they were just for smelling good. And that was it. I didn't understand that there is medicinal benefits. And I also was the type that I believed that everything sold over the countertop in all the stores was totally safe, that there were not any harmful ingredients out there, because I was like, how in the world would they be able to be sold in the stores? And so, what really happened in my journey is I became a conscious consumer and really started to dig deep into ingredients and what is in certain products and researching that. So we are here to kind of help with that, help you become a conscious consumer, especially with essential oils, because you really need to be today, because there's so many oils out there. So first of all, why can't you buy your oils just anywhere? Okay. They are everywhere: TJ Maxx, Walmart, grocery stores, gas stations, even, right? But not all oils are created equal. And that's one thing that you need to really try to figure out is, why is it that a lemon oil says that you can't ingest it, when we know that lemons are perfectly safe, right? We can cut up a lemon, we can squeeze a lemon, we can drink it. When you smell your hands, like after you peel an orange and it smells like orange, that's the actual essential oil, which is totally safe to ingest. So if you're seeing bottles out there, which you do at these stores, ask yourself, well, that's weird. Why can't I ingest lemon? Because I know they're safe. So one question that you want to ask yourself is, where are these oils sourced? Where are they coming from? Where are they being grown? How are they being harvested? Is there anything that's being added to this bottle? Is that why I can't drink this lemon oil and ingest it, because it's adulterated and they're adding fillers and synthetics? So we did land with the company Doterra. They are the number one essential oil company in the world. They've been around for over 10 years now. But the reason why we landed with them is because of how transparent and open they are with where they source their oils from. So if you look at this map, okay, you can see that we are in 45 different countries. And you guys, this is huge. There isn't any other essential oil company out there that I know of that does what doTERRA does. So we actually partner with the farmers. So for example, one of our oils is green mandarin. I know the farmer's name is Enzo. He's a 4th generation farmer. So doTERRA has gone in and they have cut out the middleman, okay? They've cut out the brokers that are taking advantage of these farmers, not paying them fair wages, paying them like super cheap, okay? Not a whole lot of money for huge batch of oil, right? And then the oil companies, they get the batch of oil and they add all of their fillers and their synthetics and a whole bunch of other stuff that you don't even know what they're adding. And that's why they can sell like frankincense for $5-10 when it is impossible to make a pure frankincense for that amount. Okay, so that is one thing that we loved about doTERRA. The other question that you need to ask yourself is, are these oils being tested? So are you like privy to the testing results? Are these companies being transparent and showing you like, hey, this is what we did with this batch of oil. We sent it off to this third-party company and we got it tested to make sure that it is absolutely safe for you. And one of the great things about doTERRA is they have a standard that their oils have to meet or they throw the batch of oil away. And this has actually happened in my lifetime with using oils. So just when I started using them, you could not get Roman chamomile from doTERRA because their batches just were not meeting their standards. And so they got rid of it. They throw it away. It doesn't end up in your bottle. It doesn't end up in your hands. Okay. So they have to meet these tests in order for you to make sure that you are receiving the medicinal benefits that these oils can provide only if they are pure. So doTERRA, they take each batch, okay? So huge vats of oils, gallons and gallons and gallons. That's like a batch of oil. And they'll test it 54 times before it actually gets into your bottle. Now, the great thing is that you can go to this website that's right here on the bottom, www.sourcetoyou.com. So if you want, take a second, open up a second tab, type in that website, write it down real quick, but you can go and you can see the different testings that they do. You can see the farmers that they work with. You can see tons of sourcing videos. And then on the bottom of each bottle of oil, you will see a quality ID. Okay, so what that means is you can plug in that number and you can get the test results for that specific batch of oil. Every time they get a new batch, there's a quality ID and it's different testings for each different batch. So what some companies will do is they'll like test one batch before it's adulterated and show you those results, and that's it. And then they'll take the oils and they'll adulterate them, okay? So one of the companies that we go through third-party companies to test our oils, and one of them is Aromatic Plant Research Center. So again, you can look up this website, www.aromaticplant.org, and you can read up all about them and the different testings that they do. All right, now Chris is going to share 3 cool things about essential oils.
So the first cool thing is that doTERRA essential oils are perfectly safe. And the truth is, not all essential oils are safe. So doTERRA's are 100% natural and safe, with no side effects and absolutely no addiction. So they're safe for your children, your parents, if you're taking care of grandparents. They're safe for everyone. What they are is they're extracts from the plants. And again, the plants are grown where they are grown indigenously. So they are grown the best. And they produce the most amazing health benefits. So they're certified pure therapeutic grade, which means they're totally pure and very potent. They're actually 50 to 70 times more powerful than the actual herb. So for example, peppermint, there's a bottle of peppermint on here. We love peppermint. 1 drop of peppermint is actually equal to about 28 cups of peppermint tea. So all you need is 1 drop. It helps with energizing. Peppermint is going to help to promote clear breathing. It helps to cool your body. I love using it in the hot summers in Alabama, rubbing it on the back of my neck just to help bring my body temperature down. It's great for little ones if they're suffering from a fever. It just helps to really bring the body temperature down. And it's great also for relieving any head tension that you might have. Just putting again, 1 drop is all you need. Either bringing it up to your hands, bringing your hands up to your nose and smelling it, or rubbing it on your forehead and on your temples is a great way to help relieve any head tension. And again, on the back of the neck is a great place for it as well. Another cool thing about essential oils is that they are effective. And again, the truth is not all essential oils are the same. When they've been adulterated or they're using the synthetic compounds in them, they're not going to be effective. They actually might be doing you disservice. But with doTERRA's essential oils, they're many times more effective than modern approaches to common health problems. So for example, if you can see the picture there of the cell, bacteria lives on the outside of the cell and viruses are created on the inside of your cell. And essential oils, when they're pure, they have the ability to permeate that cell membrane. And so they can actually get through the cell. They can help to minimize the bacteria on the outside of the cell, but then they go a step further than what your typical antibiotic will do. They can actually get into the cell and stop or help to stop the duplication of any of the bad DNA that's going on in your cell. So in turn, it's just going to give you a much healthier cell, better immunity. So we love the On Guard blend. This is going to promote a healthy immune function, which if you're like me or most people in the world, we're dealing with, a crisis of immune system function. And so this is great for just giving a peace of mind of knowing that I have this to turn to help encourage my cells and make sure they're functioning optimally. So it's great for soothing sore throats. Just a couple drops in the back of my mouth, gargle it, and then swallow it right down. Typically will help any sore throat that I'm experiencing. And then it's great for cleaning your homes and your hands. So I've literally replaced all toxic cleaning products in my home with the On Guard. And doTERRA has a great line of On Guard products, not just the oil, but cleaning products as well, hand sanitizers. And I keep On Guard literally with me everywhere, in my car, in my home. It's in every bathroom. And I use it to clean and also for to keep my cells healthy. And the third cool thing is that the essential oils from doTERRA are affordable. So many times they're more affordable than traditional medical care. So for example, if I am feeling an earache come on, or like a sore throat, typically from allergy related drainage, I'll take out my bottle of lavender and tea tree oil. Just put a couple drops in my hand, rub it around my ears, down my neck, and onto my chest, go to bed. And the next morning, typically my symptoms have subsided. And literally, I only spent about 45 cents to do that. That's all it cost me. So I have saved hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs alone, just from not having to go to the doctor, not having to take time off work to go to the doctor, not having to get a babysitter to watch the kids while I go to the doctor, the gas it takes to get there, and then not to mention the antibiotic that is probably going to be prescribed, even if it's a virus. Sometimes doctors will prescribe antibiotics just to make people feel better, but that wreaks havoc on our guts. And then we have to take probiotics. It takes a lot of time for your gut to heal after taking an antibiotic. So I have literally saved myself hundreds of dollars in medical costs simply by turning to my oils. And it's a natural solution, non-toxic. And I've been able to just be empowered to take, those minor health things into my own hands and take care of them. So lavender is a great oil. It's the Swiss Army knife of oils. It's great for calming the mind. A lot of people use this oil to help them sleep. It's great for calming the skin. It's all things calming. I keep pretty much in my bathroom, in my kitchen. It's great for burns. I don't know if you're like me, but I'm always burning myself on like my curling iron, my hair straightener, or even in the kitchen. So typically, if I burn myself, I'll grab my lavender right away and just put a drop on, rub it in, and I literally will get no symptoms from the burn. Like it doesn't blister. It maybe will get red for a little bit, but the next day there's like no sign of a burn. Also, it's a great antihistamine, a natural antihistamine. So if you're like me and you suffer from allergies, my allergy problems have not been that bad since I've started using oils. Honestly, I used to have to take a Claritin or do the Flonase. I would get such bad burning, like drainage in my throat. Again, I use lavender and my tea tree oil to help with my allergies. And so again, affordability, oils cost money, but they are so much more affordable than your traditional healthcare.
All right, now we're going to talk about 3 different ways to use essential oils. And I see that there's several of you on here. So I just want to mention, go ahead and use the chat below. And if you have any questions that come to mind, put them in the chat, and afterwards we can answer those questions. But just wanted to point that out real quick. All right, so the first way that you can use essential oils is aromatically, okay? This is the easiest, most effective, and immediate way to get results, okay? This is a diffuser right here, and I love diffusing. It makes my home smell magical. I can get rid of, and you guys, I used to be a huge candle person, plug-in person, spray person, anything that you can think of that had synthetic fragrances, that was in my home, and I would use it all the time. Well, what happened was my husband was getting tension headaches, and we didn't know what it was coming from. Well, we started using essential oils in our home. I got rid of all of that stuff. I now use a diffuser every single day. Everybody benefits from it. I have them all over my house, and his tension headaches have gone away. So if you know of anybody or you suffer from just getting headaches a lot, chances are it could be from the fragrances that you are using, because that's like one of the main ingredients that can cause that type of a problem. So another way to use oils aromatically is just by breathing it in. So you can put a drop in your hand, bring it up to your nose, breathe it in. We have our olfactory nerve right here, and that is connected to the limbic system in our brain. So if you think about when you go to the dentist and maybe he gives you laughing gas, how do you get that? You put a mask on and he administers the synthetic compound. You breathe it in, and less than 10 seconds, you're kind of in la la land, right? So it's the same way with essential oils, except for you are not using a synthetic compound, you're using a natural compound. All right, one of the oils that we love to diffuse is adaptive. So this is great for improving attention while easing the mind. So if you're somebody who you're under a lot of stress or you deal with a lot of anxiety, this is a great one to just even bring it to work, have a little diffuser and diffuse it at work, diffuse it in your home. I have a teenage daughter, and this year has been horrible for her. So this is one oil that I diffuse a lot in our home for her to help benefit her mood. So you can use it to massage any nervous feeling. So if you have children or if you have to do something like public speaking, so teaching this class, for example, this is a great oil to just breathe it in to help ease those nervous feelings. And then it's great to calm the heart and the mind. So if you find that your mind is racing a lot, especially at night when you lay down and you have like that mind chatter, this is a good one to diffuse or just breathe in before you go to bed. All right, citrus bliss. This is another oil, very uplifting. Citrus oils are very energizing. They're invigorating. They make you happy. So think of like if you've been to Florida and you have been in a citrus grove, how does that make you feel? Like you try being mad at somebody when you're breathing in a citrus oil. It's very hard to do. Okay. So it promotes those feelings, and it is great to use as a perfume. So I'll sometimes take it and just kind of rub it all over my clothes. You can put it in your hair. That's another like aromatic way so that you're breathing it in throughout the day as your hair moves. All right, and then another way to use oils is topically. So this is really for localized benefits, very fast acting. I had a couple like random pimples break out on my cheek, which I'm like, haven't had a pimple in years. And then in my cheek, that's like the weirdest spot. So what I did is I took tea tree oil and I put it right there, right on like the pimple that was starting. If you, like Chris was saying, if you happen to get a minor burn, you would put it on topically there. If you get like a rash, if your kids have digestive issues, you can just apply it anywhere you want on the skin. Now, what we use is a carrier oil. This does not dilute the potency of the oil, but it helps it absorb into your skin quicker. So if you think of essential oils, they're like aromatic compounds that want to fly away. And what this coconut oil will do is it will help weight it down so it can get absorbed into the skin quicker. Okay. We like fractionated coconut oil because there's no odor to it, and it's not greasy, and it's actually really, really good for your skin. All right. So one oil we'll talk about using topically is Breathe. This is great to help lungs and sinuses. If you have a snorer in your home, you can just put it over your nose. If you like to exercise and work out, this is great to rub on your chest before a walk. It also helps promote clear breathing day or night. So if you just need to open those airways or you're congested, this is a great oil to turn to. Next, we'll talk about Deep Blue. So this is amazing for soothing achy muscles and joints. This is one of my favorites. We also make this in a rub. We have a lot of like physical therapists, chiropractors who love the rub. The main oil in this is wintergreen, and wintergreen has always been known as nature's aspirin. So if you deal with a lot of pain and inflammation, if you get headaches, this is good for headaches as well. This is a great one to turn to for that. All right. And then the last way that you can use oils is internally. So, like we were talking about, the truth is not all oils are safe to ingest internally. Most over the counter are not. So, you want to make sure that you read your bottle to see if it's safe. With doTERRAs, the ones that you can take internally will have a supplement fact on the bottle so you know if that can be ingested. Okay. You can take it in water. I love to add lemon in my oil, it's very cleansing to the body. You can take it in a veggie capsule. So if you want the benefits of it, like oregano is very good for supporting the immune system. You would not want to take that just in your mouth. You would want to put that in a veggie cap so that you can't taste it. Or you could just do a shot glass with a little bit of water. Like Chris was saying, allergies, one of our blends, allergy blends is lemon, lavender, and peppermint. Put it right in a shot glass with water and take that down. All right, Chris, I'll have you chat about some of our oils quickly.
Okay, one more thing about taking it internally is you can take it straight out of the bottle as well. So there's a few I do. I just keep them in my bathroom next to my toothbrush. And every morning I just put a drop, depending on what oil it is, or two directly under my tongue straight from the bottle. It's just easier for me and I don't have to deal with the gel capsules, yada, yada, yada. And it's just much simpler. I really don't taste. So, lemon is a great one for cleansing your body and a good one for cleansing your home. I like to put it in my water bottle. You just need to make sure you're drinking out of a stainless steel container or glass, not plastic, because the oils will pull the petrochemicals out of the plastic, and you definitely don't want to be ingesting any of that nasty stuff. So lemon is a great one. Digest Zen is one I keep around. Again, all the time. I'm using this almost every day. I start my day pretty much with it, so I keep it in the bathroom. It just helps with your digestive tract, getting it going. So it will help relieve upset stomach. It's good for motion sickness or nausea. So for the little ones, if you're traveling or if you get motion sickness while you're driving or in the airplane, that's a great one to have. And then it helps with your digestion. So from whole to whole. So if you're having any problems with acid reflux, heartburn, constipated, diarrhea, anything like that, this is a great one to either take internally or rub it right on your belly. It just feels so nice and warm on your stomach. So anytime you're feeling yucky, this is a great one to pull out and rub on your belly. And then frankincense, this is the king of oils. He's going to promote calm feelings. It's a great anti-aging one. So I actually put this one on my face as part of my skincare routine. And I use the roller touch. doTERRA makes it in a roller ball, already diluted. And so it's super easy. I just whip it out, take the lid off, roll it on my face, rub it in. And this is going to also help your cells to perform optimally. And so if you've been sitting here wondering or thinking to yourself, hey, I have that problem, or I have acid reflux, or I get headaches. Now is the time we want you to just jot down your 3 top health concerns. If you don't have 3, that's great. But just focus on your top 3. Do this for yourself. Mostly if you want us to help you come up with some solutions or try to tackle any of those problems, we definitely will. But just for yourself, for you to reflect on and just know that, hey, there's natural solutions. I don't have to go to the grocery store and get that Imodium AD for my diarrhea. I don't have to take that Claritin every day for my allergies. Those are things that are just going to mask your symptoms. They're not necessarily going to get rid of them. But with the essential oils, I've heard so many testimonies of how people have actually solved health problems using their essential oils, and they don't necessarily have to keep using that forever. So I don't know, Karen, were you going to talk about my
I wasn't, but I can
or I don't what?
I can share. Yeah. So my husband dealt with acid reflux for 17 years, and he, has taken all the over-counter medicines. He actually ended up in the emergency room because he thought he was having a heart attack. And they're after 8 hours, they're like, nope, it's your acid reflux. Here's a prescription for Protonics, which I think that is like one of the strongest prescriptions out there. Well, he was taking that for a while, and his doctor was like, you've got to find something else because this is not good for your vital organs to stay on this. And so, shortly after is when Doterra got introduced to us, and he decided that he was going to try the digestive blend to see if that would help him. And he committed to, I think, about 4 months of weaning himself off of the prescription. So he would start by taking the oil every day, and then he would cut his prescription in half, and then he would cut it smaller, and then eventually he was just taking the oil, and then he would take the oil morning and night. And after 4 months, he didn't even have to take the oil anymore because he pretty much totally healed his gut from the inside out. So yeah, so that's one of our like greatest testimonies that we have. Okay, so real quick, I would be doing a disservice if I didn't share that we also do have a supplement line. We don't want to use oils as a band-aid, and we all know that true health and vitality, it comes from what you are feeding your body. And we all need to supplement because there's divots in what we're not eating. We're not eating all of the vegetables we should be eating. We're not eating all of the fatty acids we should be getting. So that's why you have supplements, is to just supplement where you're missing. And ours is made out of whole food vitamins and minerals. So you definitely need to make sure that you're getting minerals because that's what helps your body absorb the vitamins. Then we also have antioxidants, which we know we hear about blueberries, and eat your blueberries and get your antioxidants. Like your body needs that because we want to be anti-oxidization of your cells. And so it helps with cellular energy and longevity. And then the last bottle that we have, these are your omega 3, 6, and 9 fatty acids. But these supplements are also infused with essential oils. So that's kind of what makes them stand apart and what makes them unique and different from most supplements that you get over the counter. One thing that you need to know is that there is a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. So if you try these and you don't notice more energy, less pain, and a better mood, you can send back the empty bottles and get all of your money back. So it's actually our #1 product, and I love these. They have helped me with so many different areas in my life, and one of them is sleep. But you can just see here what some of the benefits are. Okay, now we're going to talk about 2 ways to purchase these oils. So if you have been listening and you're just curious and you're like, hey, I really want to try some of these oils. I want to compare maybe with some that I already have. The first option is you can just pay $35 for a wholesale membership. It's like Sam's Club or Costco. You don't have to be an employee. You don't have to work for Doterra. You can just be a customer and you can purchase your oils a la carte. So this gets you a 25% discount for an entire year. Then you can renew it if you want, or you don't have to. You can cancel anytime. That's the great thing with Doterra. You're never locked into anything. But if you like it and you want to renew, it's just $25 to renew, and they send you a full big bottle of peppermint. So it's basically a wash. The other way is you can get started with a starter kit. Now, what's great about this is it waives that $35. So you get the wholesale membership for free for the year. And then you get set up for success. So you get set up with the top 10 oils so that it's going to help support you with 80% of your health concerns. So, like Chris was saying, when stuff comes up, you can open your medicine cabinet and turn to an oil. All right, we're going to share with you two of our most favorite kits. This one is the Healthy Essentials kit. So this comes with the big bottles. And as you can see, it comes with most of the oils that we talked about in this class. It also comes with this diffuser that goes up to 12 hours. So this is a great kit to start with if you're like, I'm sold, I'm all in. I know I'm going to love these oils. If you're somebody and you're thinking, I don't quite know yet, I really just want to try them. I really just want to sample them. I don't want to make a huge investment or a huge commitment. Then this is another great kit. It's called the Healthy Start Kit. It's $160. You get all of these oils, and you can see just all the different areas that this helps support. And then you get a diffuser as well. And the last option is if those aren't doing it for you and you really have a specific health concern that you want to tackle, we can create a custom starter kit for you. So those are your options. Now, when you get started with doTERRA, I love this at the top here. It says enroll once for lifetime access. Okay. And what that means is we have continued education that you will have access to forever, even if you don't renew your membership. We have tons of classes that we teach. So once you get your oils, we right away teach you how to use them. So there's this class, I have my oils. Now what? That's great. The next one is June 1st for that class. But then over here, you can see all of our continued education that happens on Saturday mornings. If you can't make it, totally okay. We record the calls, but there's so many different topics here: pregnancy and birth, metabolism, easy button, travel tips, skincare panel, and these are always changing. And if there's even ideas that you have, we'd love to hear your ideas and always be teaching on new topics. All right, Chris, I'll let you take this one.
Okay. I thought I was going to do those first two, but that's okay.
Sorry.
We also teach once a month a doTERRA Business Made Easy class. So if you're wondering or want to dip your toes into the business side of doTERRA, we teach those classes once a month as well. Again, Karen and I, we don't pay for our oils. doTERRA pays us for they pay for our oils every single month. So we have free natural health care from doTERRA and then some. So if it's something where you just want to get your oils paid for, we give you the tools and teach you how to do that. And then also you can take it a step further if you want to get extra income to maybe pay for a car payment or help to pay your mortgage or take your family on a vacation once a year. The sky is really the limit. You can do whatever you want with this business. They have a great, their setup is great. They're one of the number one companies to work for when it comes to MLM. This is a multi-level marketing company and they are ranked one of the best. And so if you're just curious at all, want to dip your toes into it, we teach a class every month and we actually have one tonight. So if you want to join the class, let us know. I think there's a question in the Google form. If you want to get started with your wholesale membership, if you want to attend the business casual class, if you have any questions about any health concerns and what oils will help, if you want to create a custom starter kit, or if you would like us to teach a private class where you can invite friends or family that you might know to the next class, fill out the Google form and let us know if there's anything that we can help you with. And we just want to thank everybody so much for joining us today and taking an hour out of your time, maybe over your lunch break. I don't know if you guys are eating while you're watching, but we appreciate you guys coming with us. We love teaching about oils. We love what we do. And we love the company doTERRA because they are one of the most transparent companies, not just essential oil companies, but just companies in general. We just love their transparency and the purity of what they make. And we are trying to pursue what is pure. So thank you all for coming.
All right, so let me just stop.